Young wasting no time, right to the air. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
To throw on second down is Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now. And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Young loses it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Fights off the defender. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mayfield looks to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this early to the 41, not near enough for the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Herbert now on the option. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Here is 3rd and 5. Young will set to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he fields it cleanly. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Herbert, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Young. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. He takes us for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Panthers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it. Here's Mayfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Now Herbert to start the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll bring it 30-yard line. Now what a first down pickup of 8. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Young on 3rd down. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Mayfield down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Hurry.
Young working out of the gun. That went down the field for Freiermuth. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Escapes the defender. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
From the red zone now, Young. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Ayuk goes in motion. Now a second down throw for Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Herbert. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run here with Herbert. And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Waddle, the motion man, right. To throw, Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. This will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. A short one there to Freiermuth. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Young going to move him around. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 82 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Ready?
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Real.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Achane gets it from the gun, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run, Achane, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, right.
They'll go again with Herbert. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young, he's going to change it up. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
52 blaster. Flag blue. Fury yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Herbert. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here we go. Set. Drill 52. Switch yellow. Ready.
A handoff for Herbert. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Throwing, Young. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
On third down, Herbert. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 50 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That was short one to Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mayfield on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run. It's Herbert. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big arm.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ready?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film,